World politics? It's like a global potluck dinner where everyone shows up with wildly different dishes, but nobody remembers to bring the forks. Some countries are stirring the pot, others are spilling tea, and a few are just trying to avoid the food fight. But here's the thing. While the menu is chaotic and the table manners questionable, it's the conversation that makes it worth attending. Sure, world leaders may be squabbling over who sits where, but deep down, we all want the same thing: a peaceful, prosperous, and inclusive feast for everyone. Now, if only we could agree on the recipe! World politics is like a massive, never-ending group project, but with more drama, unexpected plot twists, and way too many power plays. Everyone's sitting at the table with their agendas, pretending they're all in it for the greater good. But let's be honest, half the time, they're just trying to figure out who gets to lead the presentation and who'll get blamed when it all falls apart. Take trade deals, for instance. They're like swapping Pokémon cards at recess. Every country wants the shiny Charizard of resources, but is stuck offering a bunch of Zubats. And let's talk about summits. Summits are where world leaders meet to discuss important issues, which often translates to a glorified speed dating session, complete with awkward handshakes and side-eye glances. It's like watching a reality TV show, but instead of roses, they hand out sanctions. Then you've got alliances: NATO, G7, BRICS. It's like cliques in high school. They all claim to be inclusive, but you know there's some shade being thrown in the group chat. Meanwhile, smaller nations are like the quiet kids at the back of the class, raising their hands and waiting patiently for their turn to speak. Spoiler alert, it rarely comes. Don't even get me started on the internet's role in politics these days. Memes have gone from being innocent jokes to unofficial campaign managers. Who knew the fate of international relations could hinge on a viral TikTok or a poorly worded tweet? But here's the kicker. As chaotic, messy, and occasionally ridiculous as it seems, world politics matters. The decisions made at that big dysfunctional table trickle down to all of us. Whether it's climate change, economic policies, or human rights, the global potluck impacts the ingredients on our own plates. So what's my opinion on world politics? It's messy, it's frustrating, and at times it's outright bizarre. But it's also the only way we've got to navigate this big, interconnected world. If we can find the humour in the madness and the humanity in the negotiations, there's hope yet that we might turn this global group project into something truly worth presenting. And maybe, just maybe, someone will finally bring the forks.